broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, the Canadians? It's my favorite people.
Obviously. I knew you liked this.
What up, AfterBuzzers? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for E's newest talk show, WAGS. I'm joined by Derrial, Christon.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Unfortunately, the ladies on our panel done left us tonight, but that's fine because we have two ladies sitting with us. We have the one and only Nicole Williams. Hey, boo.
Hey.
We got Natalie Halcro.
Hi.
How are you, ladies?
Good, how are you?
I'm great because watching this show, y'all's personalities, I was super excited. I am actually very happy we got both of you because I was a little nervous if we had to change the time to late.
Right.
So I'm thankful you guys could come join us.
Cool.
Thank you for having us.
Happy to be here.
So the season premiere,
Yes.
what was it like watching yourselves on TV? Because I met you guys last week before the show had aired.
Exactly. Seen it.
So what is it like watching it live?
Definitely a bit surreal.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit surreal. I cringed a couple times.
Towards the end of the episode?
Towards the end, you know, when my
What are you
whole
talking about?
ass
That was my favorite
was
part.
out
What do you
for the
mean?
world to see, I cringed a little bit.
That's amazing.
But overall, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. I mean, yeah, it was a good
Yeah, it's
experience.
fun.
How'd you
Go ahead.
How'd you get involved with the show?
Machete approached us to do the show, and they presented the concept, and we thought, you know, why the hell not? We're like best friends. My cousin was approached too. We're like, sounds awesome. Let's have some like good home video to like refer to later.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
I think
let's
that,
do it.
we're all like friends anyway, so we were like, well, why not just do it together? It'll be fun.
Yeah, you only live once. Why not?
There you go. So now, we kind of talked about this over at the Carpets, but there's some rules to being a WAG.
Wah, wah.
Supposedly there are rules. Now, obviously, you're not a fan of that.
No.
Right.
How did you guys kind of come in? Well, you said that you found out what a WAG was from WAG Wives?
Fab WAGs.
Fab WAGs. Excuse me. Why
Yeah,
don't
I
prevent
mean, when you date an athlete, obviously there's blogs and people talk crap all the time. And
All the time.
I was on this blog called Fab WAGs, and I had no clue what a WAG was. I mean, I know Victoria Beckham is like a WAG, but like I never really like grasped that like whole concept. I never really like understood it.
Yeah.
So I thought it was something bad. And I'm like, oh God, they're talking about me bad again. But like, when they came to us with this whole idea and wanted to name it WAGs, I was like, oh, okay, no, okay, well, it's not a bad thing. I guess it isn't.
I'll accept it.
I'll accept that then. Yeah.
So we meet some of the girls. So some of there's a hierarchy. It goes wives, fiancés, girlfriends, who are also known as Jersey Chasers. Or
Right.
some of them are known as
Right.
Jersey
Yeah.
Chasers. It's a little unfair, I kind of feel like, because didn't the wives have to start out somewhere?
They started out
They
chasing
did.
jerseys.
They started-
didn't they?
So
Yeah,
where
they
do you
did.
think this, like, anger or... I don't want to
You know
use the
what?
word
Competition.
anger.
Right.
Where does that come from?
I feel like that they feel, you know, and they have every right to feel the way they feel. I mean, they see a lot of crap. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
you
they
can say
see girls
whatever you
come and
want.
go, and you know, some of the guys are not as great as our men. So you know, they have girls at the games, and like, this is my girl, and introduce them to all the wives, and the wives are like, really? Okay, cool. We'll see next game if she's here and who's here in place of her, and like, you know. So I can't blame them for like being a little standoffish, but. You know, some of them take it a little too far, and
I
it lasts a
mean-
little too long. I feel like
They just gave us a chance. They wouldn't take them long to see that we're like really nice
Yeah.
girls and we just want to have fun.
So it's just like a little bit of
Not that
hazing.
serious.
Is that what it's kind of?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's maybe a little imaginary thing for them. There really isn't a hierarchy. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. 2015.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, a woman being judged on her marital status is just like a joke. Like, come on.
Well then, okay,
Let's
so
be serious.
if you are
Agreed.
someone who's dating someone, you're a girlfriend, and you've dated someone longer than the person's been married to the man.
Exactly.
It's like if there's the rule change.
the
then,
rule
you know what I mean?
changes.
Like,
Piece of paper. Oh my
Right.
God, that's serious.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, well, I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years now. All the wives are super nice to me, and I get along with everybody. So I feel like, I don't know, I guess when they want to accept you, if they feel like they want to accept you, they're going to accept you, and if they don't, they don't. That's what's so, like, crazy about it, is because...
But the thing is like, we don't really care if they accept
Yeah.
us or not, and that's
Yeah.
what kind of makes a fun aspect for the show. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you guys
Loved
have this little
it.
thing you think we're trying to get into, and we're just coming, like, fart on it. We're like, whatever.
Yeah, like you see from the first episode how like her and Olivia are. They're like kind of like don't take it too seriously, like whatever. Like,
Yeah. Doesn't go
so
over well.
It doesn't go over well with the
No.
other
You're
girls.
supposed to want to be like us. Come on.
especially
Yeah.
the ring comment.
Yeah.
Right.
Small ring comment didn't go
Yeah.
over well. No.
Okay, was that
on.
kind of taken out of context as far as like what
Okay.
we saw? There had to have been something leading
yes.
up to that.
To be honest, my finger, I'm a tall girl, is a lot bigger than Barbie's little finger. So, you know what I mean? I put it on my finger and it didn't fit. I'm like, this is so small. And then I kind of mocked myself. Like, can you imagine if I said, no offense, Barbie, but this is really small? And then,
Really?
Just one thing led to another, and she
kinda,
took it the wrong way.
and
and,
got
yeah.
taken, out of context. They
Yeah.
got upset, and the other girls weren't happy about it. But it just was a joke, something serious.
Calm down.
Well, one thing we also noticed on the show is like even at the end when you were in Vegas and you
Mm-hmm.
went back to the hotel room to see if Larry was there. All you guys were jumping on the bed with
Yeah.
him, and it was
Poor
fun.
Larry.
There was no jealousy, you know what I mean? And that's cool. Like, you can
No.
tell that you guys have a genuine
Right.
thing going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we see a lot of the other shows that the women always want to fight and they always
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
start some drama, and you
Right.
guys don't seem to have that in you at all.
No, I mean, me and
No.
Larry are best friends, and all my friends are friends with Larry. Like,
Yeah.
I could literally be out of town and call Larry, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm just chilling with Natalie and Olivia," and
Yeah.
like, I'm like, oh, "Okay, cool." Like,
Because I don't
they
see
just all
Autumn
hang-
allowing that to happen.
No.
Not at
No.
all. Not at all.
no,
Absolutely not.
no.
Nope.
Like that was on some other. I was like, all right, that shows a trust and a bond, obviously, that you have towards
Yeah.
these girls. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To have anyone around your
Yeah.
man like that.
I mean, it depends on the type of person you are. I'm very easygoing, as long as I'm shown respect and I know who my
Yeah.
friends are and I know who my man is, there's no problem.
So a really important question. Because I mean, after watching this show, I'm like, I need to find my man at McDonald's because I'm not gonna be on the internet searching for rumors. I ain't gonna be having a camera up in my house.
Right,
wondering
the
who
cam.
gonna be up?
It's
over
a
here.
dog cam.
I know, but if I had a dog cam, I would be using it for every other reason but my dog. Because my
Right.
dog gonna be good. He's sitting at home. I know what
Yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the other dog that I'm wondering.
Here we go.
But no, okay, so how do you guys, I mean, it's obviously a lot of confidence. You have to have that trust in your
Yeah.
man, but like, how does that come about? How do you learn to be in this type of a relationship with somebody who has all these people flocking to them and then to like allow yourself to trust this person and to have to trust these other people around?
I think the thing that's, overlooked is that there's a lot of men looking at me and Nicole all the time.
Right.
We have a big following on Instagram. You go into our inbox, there's probably 100
I
men
can
of
imagine.
all different types of stature
Sure.
trying to contact us all the time. So, you know what I mean? It becomes kind of like a mutual understanding. Like, they're dealing with that, and we're dealing with that with them. You know what I mean? So it's something that's kind of become our reality. We go through it together. It's not just like we're these women having to adjust to these men in
Right.
the limelight, and how are we going to do it? Like, we're in it together. You know what I mean? It's very mutual.
And it's
so.
such a gradual thing as well. Like, you don't just like meet somebody and like fall in
Yeah.
love, and then all of a sudden, bam! Like, you just see like girls flocking. I mean, it's such a gradual process. Like, you go through things like, they're on the road sometimes, and you gradually go through it, and you just gradually grow together. And like me and Larry built like a foundation on trust, and like just certain things they do to make you feel comfortable. Like when he's away
Right.
for so long, like every minute, like we're FaceTiming or we're talking to each other on the phone, and it makes me like it settles me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
makes
they
me
know
feel
the things
comfortable.
that make
so-
you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
and they accommodate that.
and it's not like they're
vice
trying,
versa.
like, oh, I better make her feel comfortable. It's just natural.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
just
you
a
care about
natural
each
way of
other.
life. Yeah.
It's like any other relationship.
And so,
basically.
Nicole, for you, at the end of the episode, we kind of saw Larry wanting to get up and kind of do his own thing in Vegas. And to see the beginning of the episode where you were like, oh, honey, I'm leaving. I got to
Right.
go to New York to do
Yeah.
my photo shoot.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it was kind of like, you can't leave me. I have anxiety, and like if you leave, I know what they're gonna do. I know what people are doing out here, and like I don't trust LA bitches.
Yeah.
Like how did that get to that point?
Okay, well,
We're in Vegas for one.
we're in Vegas,
Like-
and you know, me and Larry are not really like the going out separately type of people. Like I'm not like I'm going out with the girls tonight, and he's not like I'm going out with the boys. But like we do sometimes, and you know, like Vegas. The thing with the show, with the first episode, was he came with me to Vegas, like, and we all had a dinner planned, and we had the night scheduled out, and he was trying to creep on out and be like, oh, I don't want to go to dinner. I think I'm gonna go with my friends, and I was just insulted. Like, you're just, and I guess. You know, all the whole I don't trust
Girl, I
these
would've
girls,
been the
blah,
same
blah, blah,
way.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
I was just, you know, you want to get under their
lion's den out
skin
there.
because
Yeah.
you're like, you're really trying to like cop out, you're really trying to like leave me right now and not do this dinner and everybody else got their man here. No.
Yeah.
So, you know, you just have to put your foot down sometimes. But I'm not that, you know, I don't have him in cuffs or anything. He's allowed to have fun, but that was not the night.
That wasn't the night for him.
No.
He
Not
was
your
going to
night,
dinner.
Larry.
He was going to
You were-
dinner.
Yeah. You were like, you are gonna show up.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So some of the girls that we met Ashley, who has been. Oh, all right. That's how she feels about it. So she's been together. They're not married
Right.
for 11 years to Deshaun.
Deshaun Goldson.
11 years. That's a long time.
It is a long
Did
time.
you guys know Ashley? Nicole, did you know Ashley before the show?
Yes, I did know Ashley before the show, but not like we weren't very close. Like we've gotten a lot closer. So we've all known each other. There are girls that I've been close with before the show, and just girls that I've known. So I knew Ashley before the show, but I wasn't close with her.
So who were your closest friends other than
Natalie and Olivia,
Olivia.
and actually Sasha. We're both from Toronto, so I've known Sasha like since I was like 17.
Wow.
So we've known each other a really long time. And Autumn, her husband, also played on the Chargers with Larry. Larry played on the Chargers for 5 years.
Okay.
So he played with Natalie's boyfriend, Sean, and Sasha's husband, and Autumn's husband.
And
Yeah.
how about you, Natalie, as far as knowing any of the other girls?
Other than Nicole and Olivia, I knew Sasha and Autumn briefly just through, like she said, all of our men all
Chargers.
playing on the Chargers. But it was just really briefly. And then Ashley and Barbie, I've seen them out and about, but same sort of thing. I wasn't super close with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you two have a time limit on when your man can propose to you? Because I saw Ashley's mom giving her a little behind the scenes kind of info on like,
Yeah.
okay, this is either you stick with it or you don't. You got to make that decision, and you can't be pushy with your man because he's obviously getting a lot of attention, and
Yeah.
there's always going to be another woman who wants him. Do you yourself or individually have a time limit on when you're dating a man or how long it has to be before you get married?
For me, my perspective's a little bit the other end of the spectrum. I'm not really looking to get married or in a rush to get married. As of right now, I don't want to get married. So that question's kind of like, well, doesn't
Yeah.
matter to me because
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with just.
And you've been in a
dating.
relationship for 5 years.
No, 3.
3 years.
3 years, yeah. And I'm not looking to get married anytime soon. So, and I'm completely happy
Just little-
not being married. So there's no
Just
time
No
left.
time limit. She's like, nothing.
He's good to go.
Right.
Yeah.
These girls are tons.
And I don't have like a time limit, but obviously, I really want to start a family
Yeah.
soon. I'm very like, I want to have children, and I am really about doing it in my sequence. Like I want to be married first, and then I want to have kids.
So a little
So-
control freak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
traditional
very
over there, I see you.
I'm very old fashioned, and I do want him to propose. And you know, sometimes I feel like I'm maybe pushing him a little too hard to, because I want to have kids and I want to have a family, not because like I want the ring and the bling. I really, truly, genuinely want to have a family with Larry, and I'm old fashioned, so that's
Yeah, you're like on with it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
yeah. I'm like, come on, let's go. I need to get started over here.
So how
My
does
clock's
that-
ticking.
Seriously.
How does that work if right now you guys are kind of in this, I'm doing my thing, you're doing your thing. As far as you guys kind of settling down and creating that family bond, do you see yourself kind of getting antsy? Is it scary for you?
Yeah, that's the hardest thing because my career is like I'm always traveling for work in and out of New York, and like constantly, like I'm basically on call. Like if they call me like, oh, you have a job, can you be there tomorrow? I have to hop on a plane.
Yeah.
And Larry's always like when he was with the Chargers, it was a little bit easier because we were just like based in LA and it was just literally a hop, skip, and a jump. And now that he's in Tampa, I'm like, when I get a chance, I get on the plane, go to Tampa, and then as soon as I land in Tampa, they're like, hey, can you be in New York tomorrow? I'm like, oh my God. So it's like we don't get a minute to even like think about, you know, plans or family plans. So it's during the off season. I'm hoping by this off season, hopefully, we can have a chance to like make some plans and talk about it a little more.
The next level.
Yeah.
Now I got to ask about this because we were talking about this during the show. Is the vaginal rejuvenation?
Oh my God.
Sorry, I just gotta go.
Sorry, I
just,
missed that,
I just
by the
gotta
way.
go right in
Go
for
there.
that one.
Let's go there.
I mean,
I learned many
he
things.
learned a lot.
You did?
today. I was
Where
like,
did I didn't even realize women were doing this. by the
Okay,
way.
here's the thing. We didn't either.
Okay.
We thought the concept was completely ridiculous
Yeah.
and amazing, and we were super curious, and we're like, let's go check this out. You know what I mean? And
Did you know that doctor before?
No.
He was a little creepy.
Super
He was real
creepy.
comfortable.
Like
too.
the 14-year-old,
He's
like,
like, you
He's
bad
like,
girl.
Yeah, that was
bad
weird.
girl.
Yeah.
Please don't touch me.
Yeah.
No, thanks. Yeah. Little weird.
Did he have to examine you or anything?
No.
Oh, God.
We cut the visit short.
Okay.
We're like, no, we're good.
He's
Yeah,
probably
but no, we thought it was
take a look.
obviously they were ridiculous and funny, and we were really curious and interested. So when we went, you know, he like was telling us all these perks you can get and stuff, and we're like, oh, like made some jokes about, you know, my boyfriend's birthday or whatnot. But in all reality, Olivia and I both have a fashion and beauty blog, and we learned so much while we were there about, you know, what happens to your lady parts, you know, after you have a baby. We didn't know. We were just super informed by all this stuff. He showed us a bunch of disgusting pictures, and we're just like, wow. So we're gonna do a blog post to like inform other women, like, hey, like this is what's going on.
Did
Show
you know
some
you could do
cool
this?
information. If
Yeah.
this is what's going on for you, you can do this. Like,
Yeah, because what was it? They get,
Yeah.
you can inject, what is
Yes.
it? Fillers?
Fillers.
Yeah, I saw that around the walls.
I just
That
learned
would've
about the
hurt.
whole, like,
That
Right.
just-
fillers and Botox thing, like, for
Right.
the face. And now I'm
Whole
like,
other
wow,
level.
taking it to a, yeah.
right. Yeah.
And then they say, what, you would be like a 14-year-old girl's.
Yeah, like
No,
that.
I think that's if you ever got it rejuvenated. So they like sew you up and make you all little and
All right.
gross.
That
Surgery
is
for
just
everything.
so weird to want to be.
Very strange.
So
yeah.
if you were gonna walk into a doctor's office and be like, "Can you make me like a 14-year-old?" Like that's just
It's
sick.
gross.
I'd be like so embarrassed to even ask that.
Yeah.
You're a bad
Oh,
girl.
Yeah, you're a bad girl.
And the doctor to say that, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God.
Okay.
He looks very excited to
This
see
bedside
that.
manner's getting a little sloppy, pal. Okay? I'll get you to clean it up.
Natalie, what is the blog that you and Olivia are working on?
It's called Jerome, which Olivia and I, both of our mothers, their maiden name is Jerome. So, like, our grandparents' family name is Jerome. So it's Jerome by natlive.com.
And so how long have you guys been working on this? Because are you still doing makeup?
I'm not so much. Since I moved to LA, I haven't been doing as much freelance makeup artistry. I've more so been focusing on our blog, and we're starting a YouTube channel where I'm going to be doing tutorials on teaching some of the makeup that I do and showing my skills and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know.
Because your face is always laid.
Thank
The
you.
last time I seen you too, I was like,
Well, I also have some amazing makeup artist friends, so I can't take all the credit.
all right. Okay, we also met. Well, actually, beyond that, I want to actually ask you, Nicole. So you talked about your parents were both divorced at the age of 14. And that's kind of where this independent woman came around. And so has that kind of interfered with relationships before Larry, or is the kind of finding your comfortability zone?
I think that, I mean, realistically, when you go through something like that at a young age, obviously, like before 14, they weren't getting along. So at 14, they divorced. So I think that you do carry a little bit of like resentment, kind of, like, so that's why I was so independent. I wanted to just do everything on my own, and I was so aggressive with it, like getting my own career. Like I don't want to depend on anybody. Yeah. So yeah, definitely, I think it branches off from that, but I think it is all for the positive, and I'm a successful model, and I'm a designer. I have a swimwear line coming out, and it's just that's what sucks about like people who judge us. It's like it's very hurtful, especially when you're so hardworking and they just look at you and be like, she's just pretty, and she models and lives off her boyfriend. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so unfair. If you only knew what
there's so many misconceptions about being a WAG, you know what I mean? And I think that's why we thought it'd be a good opportunity to do the show and kind of show people out there that, we're not necessarily exactly what you think or the stereotype, we're different. So
but there are girls out there like that, obviously.
Of course there is.
And that's why
it's called a stereotype, because majority are. But
But
not us.
no, not us.
And why do you think that some of the girls had such a big problem with you? I mean, I saw, Barbie obviously came through and was like, let me get back cool with you.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. But why do you think the other girls are so kind of more observing everything that you guys have to do?
I mean, I don't know. I think there's something to be said for people that just come in and don't seem to care too much about things and just kind of they're in your face and they just want to have fun and they're just like, well, wait, like, no, you're supposed to care about this stuff and you're supposed to be insecure and you're supposed to like want to feel like you need to work your way up a ladder or something, and people that just don't accept that and they're just kind of like whatever, that's a bit off-putting for people. They're like, well now what?
Yeah.
right. Like,
well, damn, like now what are we gonna do?
And
well, maybe we should have fun with them. Like that's your only option. Like, come on, have some fun, loosen up.
So true.
And it's funny to see the balance because even when you were in the car with Olivia, it was like, I mean, we don't really have emotions. Like,
right.
we're kind of like dudes.
Guys,
Like,
It's so true.
and so then to see that scene where Nicole, you had invited the girls to come have dinner with everyone, and then you guys showed up. It was just like, now it could have been edited differently, but it was just like
Dun,
the
dun, dun.
fakest smiles, like, hey.
Yeah. Well,
How do you feel? Like,
Like,
because I mean, I felt like y'all kept it very composed.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Like, still kept a smile, kept the conversation going.
Yeah.
But I mean, is it kind of like that every time you start coming around? Because even the Vegas trip, it was like, you guys are having your own room.
Yeah, it's like, but you guys seem to have more of a fun room than they did.
Right, I would have
Definitely.
wanted to go to your room.
Because they were just watching like ESPN in the other room.
Right,
They were
right.
just like eating at the bar. Like,
Yeah, reading books. Like, yeah, exactly.
And have you kind of like just kind of is it just like you just brush them off every time as far as that goes, or just like, girl, like have fun, loosen up?
Generally,
I'm
it doesn't affect us, and
Not
like
at
I
all.
said, if you tune in, you'll kind of see how that whole escapade kind of plays
Hands out, yeah.
You'll see.
With other reality shows, I mean, we obviously have like Basketball Wives and different series of the Housewives. What can fans kind of expect to see this season that's different from those other shows that have been successful?
Well, there's lots of differences.
Yeah, I think that we actually like draw the curtain back and let you into our homes, like with not just us and like inviting the girls over, but like I'm with we're with our significant others, and we're all still together. And I feel like it's like kind of more like family-ish. And with Basketball Wives and those other shows, it's more focused. I feel like every time I watch it, it's more focused on the women.
Yep.
And you don't see like their relationships at home and them
For sure.
interacting
You never
and
do, you're
Right,
the
yeah.
emotions of their relationship. You see the emotions of the women.
Right.
barely
know?
the work that they're doing
Right,
Exactly.
too.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
I think the highlight of those shows is, for a certain audience, and it's just strictly drama. Obviously, with us, there is some drama, but there's a lot of like love and understanding and like showing our careers, and there's so many other dynamics to our show, like so many different layers other than just drama.
Yeah.
Was it
You know what
hard
I
for
mean?
you guys to get your men involved in this, or to say like, look, we don't want this to be just about us. We want to showcase, like, because I think that it really does. I think that it really does show a different side of the show, and you ladies as well.
Right.
It show it's kind of like, look, we know what you guys think
Yeah.
of a girlfriend of a athlete would be, but no, this is look at what he has to say about this. Was that hard for them
I think our
at
men
first?
understand, the struggle of that stereotype as well, which is why they were really willing to kind of film with us and be really on board, just kind of be like, whatever you girls need. Like, we want to, help you guys shine. We want to help you guys out. So even though they didn't really want to film because they're like macho men, like, we don't want to be on TV.
They don't want to like walk into the locker room and we're like, sorry, you're on a show.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not the coolest thing for them, but they're like, you know what, I want to be supportive of you guys and help you out and like help you guys tell your story,
Yeah.
Set the record straight.
And was
So
that kind of
they
a
were-
little of what was going? Because that's what I felt when Larry was like, I'm not trying to go to that dinner. Was that kind of a little bit of what it was? Is he kind of like, I'm
he's a
not
little-
trying to be around the drama?
Yeah, he's a little standoffish when it comes to like, like he's not like, he doesn't like attention like that,
Yeah.
He wears a helmet, he's out there on the field, he's just like, he's not used to like taking off the helmet and be like, this is me, hey, like stand in front of the cameras. He's not into that stuff. So he's doing it for me. And, if he wasn't comfortable with it and he didn't want me to do it, he would tell me. And I would never do it. I wouldn't disrespect him. But he pushes me to do whatever he feels that is good for me. And, you know, if he's not comfortable with it, then he won't show up, or he'll go out with his friends.
After today, I gotta say I love you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank
your
you.
relationship though is just everything,
Thank
because
you.
I'm very happy with the fact that when you went back into the hotel room, he was there.
Yes.
I know, yeah.
He
We
was
were-
Exactly.
And I love that you were like big sister, like I'm going in the room first. So he better be there.
Where is he?
I'm like, baby, please be here.
Please be here.
You're like, he's here.
I also like learn about the push presents. I had never heard that before.
I just
didn't
learned
know
about that.
either.
I
Okay,
just
like
learned
how do you
that.
feel? That's weird to me.
I would
like,
never-
to give it a name. Like
I don't know.
Yeah, like,
and it's
Give me
something
a
that's
present.
expected. Like after you
Yeah.
have the baby, you automatically get a push present.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I'd even let Larry like spend that just
mean-
because we had a
Yeah,
baby.
those rings were like $85,000.
Yeah.
For,
And spend it in diapers because you're gonna need that.
Exactly. I guess it's situational.
Exactly.
Every relationship
I'd like
is
go
different.
buy dog treats. Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of a push present. That was
But at the
my
same
first time
time,
ever.
I mean, I've never been pregnant. I've never given birth. And
That's
it's
true.
obviously like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Don't
so
tell me
Well, at
that.
least you know the
so
doctor to
if
go
you,
to
if
afterwards.
you did
Absolutely.
and you did a
Exactly.
good job,
You're one
then
step ahead of
I
everybody
think
else.
maybe you deserve a gift.
Okay.
Let's be
Boom.
serious.
All right.
All right.
I guess.
So,
Yes.
kind of moving into our prediction segment.
Okay.
This season,
Okay.
this season, I mean, I don't really know what to expect with
Yeah.
you ladies. I mean, obviously, we're just getting to know you guys,
Yeah.
and the dynamic is. I sensed it on the carpet. It was just kind of like. These two go together, those two go
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
and then here are these three girls. And then seeing the show, actually, it was just like,
Is it
could
the
have
same
just
thing?
watched these three girls. You know what I mean?
Right.
From this episode, you guys were a lot of fun. I
Thank
love
you.
the bond and the chemistry that you guys have with each other. As far as what we're going to see, we see some fancy trips. We see some searching rumors online. Is that something that you guys have ever done before? I mean, with so much being on, have you like searched yourself
you're
for
kidding
rumors?
yourself
Or?
if you try to say, no,
Yeah.
I've never searched anybody or myself or my boyfriend. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
I feel like I stopped searching. Nothing ever comes up for Larry, so I just stopped searching.
Right.
I'm like, this is boring.
Right.
And
But I
that-
have
But
tried,
it's
yes.
fun to Google people you know.
It's fun, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It
A
is,
little
actually,
creepy
yeah.
never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Do it all the time. And then another thing we see, which is funny because at the beginning of the show when they were kind of going through all of you guys, I picked it out. But Barbie Blank, one of the things in her intro was, I have over 700,000 followers on Instagram. And as they were kind of like shading the girlfriends, came to you, and you're like, I have 900,000 followers.
Yeah.
So are we gonna see a lot of competition between you ladies? I mean, is there you guys? I mean, obviously with you guys, it doesn't seem like
Yeah.
the drama's really there.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
Well, let me ask you this: do you get along with most of the girls on the show?
Yeah, I mean, I get along with everybody
Sometimes.
in general, or I try to, or I think I do. But I definitely
show up.
find out, I find
like, I'd like
out
to
at
think-
certain points that I'm definitely misunderstood. So, like, I thought we're all good, and then there's moments where I'm like,
got a
okay,
little
we're
problem.
totally not okay.
Who causes the most? I don't even want to know if I want to use the word drama, but you or Olivia amongst the group.
I think we're pretty much a package deal.
Yeah.
Split right down the center.
Do some of the girls maybe feel threatened that you guys kind of come together in a package?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm so
there's more-
intrigued.
I
to
mean,
see
I
that.
wouldn't
I
want to
can't
go
wait
head
to
to
see
head
it
with
all
her and
develop.
Olivia as a
There you
package
go.
deal. So I think that they
Power
kind
in
of
numbers, I guess. There's two
Well, I
of
have
us,
a
so.
really important question. Will we see
Yes.
more hot tubs and blurred out nudity?
Oh,
That's
it's
the
real serious
Leave it
stuff.
for the straight man
Okay.
on the
Listen, I'm representing for the fellas.
I didn't even think
you
of
all
that.
wanted to ask
Well,
that
you-
question. You know you wanted to know.
Well, you might want to tune in to the
Yeah, well, definitely.
second episode.
Definitely episode 2 will
Yeah.
not leave you disappointed if that's
Yeah.
your thing.
Me, Natalie, and Olivia
So-
go all out for a risque editorial
Okay.
magazine.
Yeah.
Quite a big magazine.
Yeah, and then I'm not sure there's some other episodes where we go on.
I'm pretty sure that there's a
some
few other-
vacations, boatings,
Skinny dips.
A lot of fun stuff coming
little
up.
skinny dipping here and there.
And so, not to give too much away, but what was one of your favorite moments filming?
I think that trip. I don't even know if we're allowed to say where we were, but we went on like a really exotic trip.
Where my family came.
Yes.
Yes.
That
So I
was
gonna
my
say,
favorite moment.
I come from like a really big family. Me and Olivia, we're cousins. I have like there's like 12 of us.
What's
that
your
are, like-
ethnicity, by the way?
Well, we're both Canadian, and then we both also have First Nations Indian in us. So we're like
Little mutts.
little shit mix, bunch of stuff. But we both have like our status card and whatnot from Canada for being First Nations Indian. So that's what we are. But I come from a really big family, and we're all like brothers and sisters. Like we're all cousins, but we're actually like brothers and sisters, and we're total riot. If you think me and Olivia are fun, like you haven't seen anything. We're really tame. Like wait till you meet.
You're the tame ones.
Yes,
We
we are
should
the
see
tame
their
ones.
families together.
100%.
It's crazy.
I don't even know if they can air it on TV.
Well, I'm excited to see that.
I'm excited to see it because we haven't seen it. I'm just like, I don't even know how they're going to piece that
So,
together.
so you guys are literally every week going to be watching
Watching it with us.
live.
Yes.
With you guys,
Yeah.
we haven't seen anything.
Really?
Yes.
So it's just as much
Yeah.
as a shock for us.
Okay, so then before I leave, I have to ask you, what did you think when was it Sasha? Because Sasha kind of seems a little like she could hang out with you guys, but then when
Are
she
you
be
talking
with the
about the thingy?
up here and there?
Down there?
Oh yeah, she put it way
Down
down.
Way
there.
down there.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that?
I don't know. Pathetic. I don't know. I don't know.
That was mean.
It was mean, unnecessary, but maybe she's just trying to. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm still trying to figure Sasha out.
The verdict will be in soon.
Yeah, give me
Got
2
a
more
lot of
episodes.
bark and no bite.
And no bite.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that where we're going with it? And Autumn, I'm checking for you too. I'm trying to see if you got a bark behind a bite behind that bark. And ladies, oh, go ahead.
Hey, well, I know you're watching the show with us,
Yeah.
but I have one quick question. What have you learned about yourself from doing the show?
That's a great question. Wow. I mean, I've learned a lot in general, but about myself.
About myself.
Misunderstood.
Oh my goodness, that's such a good question. I mean, I have a lot more patience. Seeing myself, play back, because we do get little sneak peeks, and like seeing myself, like sometimes you know, the cameras are rolling all the time, and sometimes you forget, and sometimes, tension's flaring, and there is a moment of realness. And so I think that watching myself, I'm like, I need to be a little like, I could. When it comes to Larry, like the whole Vegas thing, like some things were,
Be easier on him.
be easier on him, and
Larry Berry's such a
we have
great
such a
guy.
strong relationship, and he doesn't deserve me not trusting him at all. Like
No.
he doesn't deserve that at all. So I think
like the
I,
best
I've
boyfriend.
learned that I need to be a little more easy about that, and just trust him a little more when it comes to him being able to handle himself without me being there. So
Right.
I've learned that.
Right.
Where are you at now?
What about you?
Oh God. I guess that what I've learned is that I don't necessarily come across the way that I think I'm coming across.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an Aquarius thing. I come across cold, but really I'm like really nice.
She's
and
very
like,
sweet and
I
warm.
have a
and
good
cozy.
heart and all those
Yeah.
things. So I think I come across just super like like I'm confident and I'm okay, when really like a lot of times I'm not okay.
Yeah.
You know, people kind of misjudge me. They're like, oh, she's fine, or like, oh, she's
Yeah,
just a
she's
total
tough.
bitch. Like, you know what I mean? She's tough, when really I'm like, no, I'm a nice person inside.
Hey, you Canadian. All Canadians are
Come on.
nice. All Canadians are nice.
Yes.
All right, and then so as we head out, what are you two working on? Do you have anything that you want to promote or plug?
Well, you can go ahead.
Yeah, well, I have a swim line, Nia Lynn. It's going to be launching soon. Working on the website and finalizing it all, and then it's going to drop probably in a couple months.
What and so what's specific about this swimsuit line? Because I've learned that people who create swimsuit lines create them for
Okay, there's-
very specific
There's
reasons.
a million bathing
There's
suit
a million,
lines,
yeah.
but like Nicole's, I have to say, is like when you put it on, you feel so sexy, and whether you have curves, you don't have curves, it makes your body look amazing.
Yeah,
like
it's
the way
not-
she's cut everything.
It's not
like,
the basic swimsuit. Like, I didn't just throw it together. I've been working on it for a couple years, and like, I mean, the idea's been there for a couple years, and I draw, so I've been sketching a lot,
cool.
and my mom was a seamstress, so I grew up sewing, so I actually could make it myself. I just don't have the time. Like, my mom's a seamstress, and so I've always like wanted to do that. So it took a lot of time and designed every single piece to where you could wear it. Like, it's almost like type of agent provocateur, like very edgy, high end, not just like the typical bathing suit that you wear to the beach.
Right.
So you can style it with clothes, you can wear it as lingerie, or you can wear it as swim. You can wear it with a pair of heels at a Vegas pool party. It's very different.
beautiful.
Very, very different.
Sexy.
Yes.
And where can everyone follow you to keep up with?
You can follow
The
me on Instagram or Twitter. My handle is @justnick, JUSTTNIC.
And Natalie?
Right. So for me, like I told you, my cousin Olivia and I both have a fashion and beauty blog. that we're constantly working on, and we're in the works of making a YouTube channel. We're gonna like kind of share further with people, you know, stuff we love and tips and fashion and beauty. But our beauty blog is Jerome, and you can go to it at jeromebynatlive.com, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Natalie Halcro.
There you go.
Boom.
Well, thank you, ladies, for coming through.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You guys can catch us here every Tuesday. We will be at 8 p.m. I know we're late tonight, but 8 p.m. every Tuesday. Derrial, where can everyone follow you?
You can follow me at Derrial Christon on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and at our brother company, Black Hollywood Live.
Boom. Yes, check out Black Hollywood Live. Also tweet me at DJ Jesse J. Till next week, 8 p.m. PST. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
And make sure you guys check out WAGS on E every Tuesday at 10 p.m.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.